Armstrong Talemwa is a farmer in Chigumba in Chiliandongo district. This year he planted 10 acres of maize. If he had been in the market to buy seeds for this year's crop, he would have bought them at 300-500 shillings a kilo. He paid almost 100,000 shillings per acre to plant the crop, representing 1 million shillings, on top of the 50 kilos for seeds at 175,000 shillings. He also parted with nearly 400,000 shillings in labor charges, bringing his total expense to 1,575,000 shillings.
With the maize, the prices are not all that stable.
Today he is faced with a bumper harvest of maize, and the most he can get for a kilo is 200,000 shillings.
We are not getting profit for the maize we planted because the prices have fluctuated from 500 to 250. And we are trying to diversify to other crops.
For his efforts, he's looking at 40 bags of maize crop that at current price will only rake in 400,000 shillings at 20,000 shillings per bag, representing a loss of nearly 1.2 million shillings. Last year, he would have fetched 150,000 shillings for a bag. Consequently, while traversing the districts of Masindi, Oima and Chiliandongo, we found that many maize producers in the country had decided not to prepare land for a new planting season, which is upon us. Abdul Bojok is a maize miller in Chigumba along Kampalagu Road. He operates a small milling machine and he says business is slow.
Nvawo nga sina. Chivole cyo government egame fe tuli bachamu, tetuli bachamu. Tuina bulumi era tunyorwa.
Last season he would mill 5 bags of maize. This year he manages just 2 bags on a good day.
Kubanga kati ekyuma kya shillings ebikomi ebi buli kilo ate ne kasolo 15 ku 2 kati kikinjawulo kyeberiwo nsigala nfuna fena tukabe ekintu eki nze nsigala mugamba ngamba salako okubira ekikumi mugamba mafuta gali nya egwanga liganya okusa mafuta wachi wansi.
Due to the frustration of low prices, some farmers in Chigumba have resolved to sell their crop as a group in a bid to raise their sale price from 150 shillings to 200 shillings.
Tisobola kukibala kuba wembala nsobola okukaba amaziga wange n'ogamba tumusajja abadde ki ngali mu kukaaba kuba esente zinateekamu tezivaayo naye sobola kumuleka mu nsiko nti avundireyo nina okumuleeta fadhali agenda avuyire.
This maize that you have bought it cheap, you expect even the flour to be cheap. You get it? But again, when you go for the milling, it's alone charge of omeme is very, very, very expensive.
According to the East African Regional Maize Supply and Market Outlook report of 2017, Uganda was ranked one of the maize surplus producing countries in East Africa.
Apart from other factors that have led to the fall in price of maize in this region, also farmers attribute the fall in price of maize to investors who directly compete with them.
Government have constructed other investors to come and dig maize. Really? We have Joseph Initiative. Formerly was the Mukwano, this one was called the Mukwano Farm.
In a bid to raise the crop price from 200 shillings, the government announced that they would spend 500 shillings, as Finance Minister Matia Kasaija explained.
Immediately avail Uganda shillings 100 billion for grain finance through the parking system at a maximum rate of 15% per annum interest rate to enable the purchase of grain by any individual Uganda trader, members of the Grain Council of Uganda, and cooperative unions.
The government should come out with a clear policy of production and fixing the prices.
In short time, some years coming, Ugandans we shall become very poor. Whatever we are doing in the gaps of no business.
The Masindi District Council has also joined the call to do something about the maize prices to avoid the huge losses.
As of the moment, we have had the lowest prices since 1989, because I only remember in 1989, during the time of the rural farmers scheme, is when people produced a lot of maize, and the kilo of maize went for as low as 30 shillings per kilogram.
It is estimated that Uganda produces close to 4 million tons of maize annually, and they fear that this is likely to fall if nothing is done.
The kilo of maize in the village is going for as low as 100 shillings, 150 and 200. And yet the production prices, production investment has remained very high.
Uganda Bureau of Statistics data shows that maize contributes to the livelihoods of over 3.6 million households in the country and is a staple of over 300 million people on the continent. Ivan Kigozi, NTV.